Good evening, everyone. I am Turok, and tonight we're going to be continuing and possibly finishing up our playthrough of Shadow Man Remastered. And hello, Puppy Ninja. Hope you're doing alright today. Oh, I'm doing alright, thank you for asking.
For many thousands of years, the Shadow Men have protected the world of the living against threats crossing over from the spiritual plane known as Deadside, the place where everyone goes without exception when they die. Michael Leroy is the current heir to the mysteries of this ancient lineage, bearer of the Mask of Shadows. When darkness falls, he becomes the walker between the worlds, immortal voodoo warrior, taker of souls, Lord of Deadside, the Shadow Man.
Always love that intro.
Got it. Yes.
That could also be why my audio volume in general was a little loud. So where we last left off, we kicked Milton Pike's ass. We got his prism.
Yes. Huh? Yes.
We're one step closer to stopping Armageddon. Interestingly enough, on the horror difficulty, this helicopter would actually be in the air and fighting you as well. So you wouldn't have just Milton to deal with. And I believe under here is some cattle we can collect. I don't think there's any gators here. I know there's cattle. We have almost every cattle collected. There are going to be some loose ones that we've missed over time, but we can always collect those whenever we get the chance. Honestly, I really enjoy this music track. It's actually pretty relaxing compared to the track that played throughout the rest of the level. Okay, I think that was all the cattle under here. Yeah, I love Dull Girl Chapter. Of course, we did circle around in this area, but because we didn't fight Milton, it was locked off. we're back in what looks like the accumulator room. Or at least an area that resembles it. You effectively just found a shortcut. If I'm not mistaken, through here is where we'll find... Yep, there we are. Milton's entryway to the engine block. Let's say we give him a proper Deadside look. No lifestyle weapon is accessible. Good, that means I have to start to shoot it off. Okay, so after this, the only person we have to fight next is the Trakian. Go through his engine block, and then go through the main entrance to the engine block after collecting all of the Dark Souls. Because we're still a decent ways away, but we have access to everything we need to collect the rest of the Dark Souls. It's so fun using this weapon and just watching them burn. The way has been cleared. I believe under here there are some shadows as well. That's some unsettling music if I ever heard it. Oh boy. This game has some good music, but damn does it know how to make things uncomfortable. Oh, I do want to announce to everyone that I'm almost at 60 followers. I'm actually really glad about that. I'm really thankful that y'all been willing to follow me through all of this. Been hitting milestones pretty well this year. How am I sounding? Is my voice of the game overlapping or overpowering one another? Or is the audio mixing alright? Game's loud? Ready? How's that? Much better? Or is the game still a little loud? Alright, let's try this then.
Yes. Huh? Oops. Huh? Yes.
How's that? Much better?
The dark souls are mine.
Cool. In case y'all didn't hear what I said, I mentioned that we're almost at 60 followers. And I'm really happy about that. We've been making some really good strides in our milestones this year. I got y'all to thank for that. It really means a lot. Also, I just want to say these guys have a welcome mat. That's kind of funny.
Dark souls are mine.
That one's empty. Oh, another one wants to try and get at me. There you go. Be rewarded for your troubles, the burning, painful death. All these containers lined up, stacked about as far as you can see. They're all full of true forms. At least most of them are. That's not a good thing. That's the immortal army they plan to bring into Earth if we don't stop Armageddon. I may need me some more voodoo soon. Oh, here we are. And we are number 3. Going on number 3. 431. Boom. We just got 2 engine parts left. Got one from Avery, Jack, Milton. Did one from Marco. The last one is Victor's. First though, let's do a little exploring, shall we? Collect some extra Dark Souls where we can, eh? No, no. Studio and all that. Now, a lot of the areas we couldn't explore, as stated in the previous part, was because we were missing a certain item. We now have that certain item, which means now we can start breaking shit. Calabash. Yeah. And we are rewarded for some of our efforts with some extra food. Okay. Let's see, what's up here? Ah. Oh, and this is on top of the entire pyramid. Yep. Now there's still one more to collect. Makes me curious as to where that last one could be. Yeah, I still can't make that jump. I love that they still kept that. It's just a matter of finding out where that last Dark Soul is. If I had to hazard a guess, it's with that other group of Dark Souls. No! Dang it. Well, suppose they can give me a moment to explore here a little bit further. I don't think I've explored this spot before. May have, but we'll see. We'll see. Ah, we have explored this area before. It just did not seem to save for some reason. Huh. Interesting. Nothing worth swimming for under here other than to get up here. I wonder how long those blades have been spinning for them to be so rusted up and still moving like that. Those blades must be... Those blades must be dull as you know what. There we go. Huh. That's strange. That's dropping Fox, hello friend. How are you doing? Ah yes, and if you take this altar here, you're brought all the way over here. How is friend? I know the sudden work call got you down, huh, buddy? I hope your evening gets better. Right, so let's see what happens when we go. I think we might have a winner. What? I've been through here as well. Huh. Guess I did explore these under lava portions. Though with the calabash, there may have been a calabash plate I hadn't broke yet. Like I said, friend, I hope your evening gets better and your mood improves. Tomorrow's another day, as they say. Also, I found out that due to a licensing issue, The Suffering and its sequel, Ties That Bind, will be removed from Good Old Games on the 1st of September. A lot of people are guessing that it could be that it's more than just a licensing issue that got the game delisted, or it's getting the game delisted. Some are rumoring that it's a potential remaster or remake coming up. But, given Warner Brothers' track record, I don't think that's very likely. And yes, Warner Brothers does, for some reason, own The Suffering, as they do, I think, all of Midway's property. So if y'all ever get the chance before the 1st of September, I would recommend getting The Suffering on PC whenever you can. With a hot blue gun at that, Fox. Because Warner Brothers is a very bad company in my eyes. In my eyes, they kind of ruined Mortal Kombat. They ruined basically most of their properties. So I genuinely don't see them doing anything right with any of the IPs they own. It's not just that they seem to hate money, it's just they seem to hate their fan base in general. Then again, so does Disney, so does Marvel, so does Nintendo, so does Sony, so is most of the majority of other gaming companies out there, let's be honest here. They don't care about us, they just care about our wallets. Vote with your wallets. That's the most important lesson to teach. Always vote with the wallet. Oh. The moment they realize that whatever shit they're spewing ain't making them money, they'll stop. They'll stop. find it funny that I was talking about voting with your wallet and my coffee link pops up. Y'all wanna know another company I don't like? Take-Two. Or 2K. You might be wondering why that company specifically. And they might as well be going after every other company for that too. Aha! One has been uncollected. But why? Oh. A sheepage. Let's go. There we go. We fucked around and found it. Oh, okay, so I forgot all about this lava block near the beginning of the game. Jeez.
The sisters awake.
The fact that I forgot about that from the very beginning of the game. Jeez. I'm getting a little rusty here, aren't I? So, another company I don't like is Take-Two, or 2K, or whoever, whichever company, whatever the name they go by at this point. Because I know it's one of those companies, but they own the Armament series, and they don't want to re-release any of them. Well, they re-released the first three, but that's literally it. The first three in World War, that's it. They haven't released the Sarge's Heroes games. I know they have RTS. They don't have Air Tactics. They don't have, like I said, Sarge's Heroes series, which also includes Sarge's War. They don't have the Air Combat series. They're not releasing any of that. And honestly, it's a dang shame, because we really should have another entry in the Armament series that isn't a crappy mobile game. Alright, that's the final Dark Soul of this level. Yep, right there. Let's see, we've gotten the one from the salvage yard, summer camp, and the Marrow Gates. Most of the Calabash placed throughout the Marrow Gates in the Path of Shadow are just items that are hiding items, basically. Now we just have to go back to the march. Let's watch the Calabash in action. I love that little explosion.
The dark souls are mine.
Oh jeez, y'all are way too close. Back the fuck up. I also will say that at some point I will be redoing my my Turok Evolution thing, because the other day it was pretty rough, I'm gonna admit. I could have done better with that one. And I intend to do better. So I will be starting Evolution from the beginning. So for those of you who are wondering, yeah, on Thursday I'll be restarting Turok Evolution. And for any of those wondering, I've been playing the Xbox version. Not the PS2 version, not the GameCube version, but the Xbox version. There is a PC version, but we don't talk about the PC version. The less said about that, the better. Alright, this is short. But among the different ports, the GameCube version seems to be the odd one out as basically the best of all worlds, where it has better graphical fidelity and audio than the PS2 version, not as good as the Xbox version, but it does run at 60, whereas the Xbox version has the best of everything, but the only downside is it runs at 30 FPS, so it runs slower than the GameCube port. PS2 version, worse of a lot, because it has highly compressed audio, very muddy graphics. A lot of the graphical effects from the GameCube and Xbox version are straight up there. And it's more buggy than all the other versions. And I grew up with the PS2 port. And as far as I recall, the PS2 version only has 2-player multiplayer. If I'm not mistaken, the Xbox and GameCube ports, I know the GameCube port does, but I believe the Xbox version also has 4-player multiplayer. The Xbox version has local only, no Xbox Live support, and the PC version has no multiplayer. They just stripped it out completely. Well, I say strip it out, but more like they disabled it in the coding. It's still there, it's just you're not going to be able to access it normally. And if you do, it's buggy and it's local only, so not really worth playing if you ask me. Oh darn it. I was trying to be slick, but that didn't work. So there's one more Dark Soul. It's probably an area that I missed completely beforehand. Wouldn't be surprised.
Got it.
And for those curious, I might stream Shadow Man 2 at some point. And boy, that's a whole nother game from the first one. It's basically a case of it's almost the same game, but it's not done as well as the original. And it was also a case like with Evolution where it had a somewhat rushed development cycle, which resulted in development going out the window. Why am I trying to open out the key? And it was one of the 3 games that resulted in Acclaim shutting down. Now another thing is about Shadow Man 2 is that it's a PS2 exclusive, so that's gonna be... It's a little bit of like the Turok 3 route where it's gonna be difficult to reverse engineer, and even if they do manage it, or even if there is a way to do it, would it be worth it? Because at this point in time, as far as we're all aware, as far as anyone that's aware, there is no source code. The source code was lost, and if it's found, I'm not sure if we've known about it yet. Why are you? Just... I swear, there's a Dark Soul here. Why else would y'all be asleep?
The sister's awake.
Oh boy, here we go. There we are. Now then, where's the last drop? There it is, up there. Now then, what might you be hiding here? Another button. Ah, there's the last Dark Soul. Opened you up like a nutcracker.
The Dark Souls are mine.
Just 10 left. Now, we have about 8 Dark Souls left to find in the engine block, and 1 more to find there. Yep, 8 to find here, 1 to find there. The last one will be at Gardell County Penitentiary. We're back to the Cathedral of Pain one last time. It's time, everyone. The last of the 5 lies beyond. The last one to take out. And maybe, with the 5 defeated, we can finally put an end to this insidious plot. There he is. That's his smug mug. Looks a bit like a confessional. Interesting to note that this is actually a public domain Gregorian chant, which you may have found was in a lot of other bits of media around the time, like American Dad. I know was an example of a show that used the same track. But now the last protractor is used. The way in is accessible. Let's go.
What's this?
Honestly, Fox, you made me think that came from the actual game. Because I think it does play a heartbeat sound whenever you use the, when you use that.
Got it.
Ah, this is a shortcut. So, according to the document from Deacon's file, we're in Texas, Gardell County Penitentiary. Apparently there's a prison riot going on here, so we're gonna have to take on Victor Petrakian, all the while trying not to get our head blown off. Box. Box. Do we need to talk about this? Do we need to have a oh shit. Looks like the dead aren't staying dead. Looks like, however, whatever Petrakian did to revive these corpses, they're coming back with a vengeance. But quite a violent cranial explosion.
This isn't happening.
Oh great, some of them are toting shotguns too. Well, they die like anything else, so...
Got it.
You alright, puppy? Okay. This might be an entrance to the prison. I don't know though. It's easy to tell which ones will come back to life and which ones won't, because if they explode when you shoot them, then yeah, they ain't getting back up. But if they do get back up,
This should be useful.
what? I mean, sure. Well, let's not just take the key card, let's just take the whole damn hand. That's, okay. I say fuck forward thinking, I suppose? Oh, I had a feeling you'd be coming back up. And now you're gonna wish you hadn't gotten back up. Fox, I'm gonna beat your goddamn ass. You genuinely got me there. I thought that was the game! God damn it, Fox. That's okay. I'm gonna be clipping his tail off pretty soon anyway.
Whoops.
Oh fuck. Helicopter. Helicopter. You could actually get an achievement if you actually destroy the helicopters during the day. If you can destroy it there's two of them. Destroying both of them, yeah, you can get the achievement. That's during the day. So that's before you decide to use Eclipse it. So, originally, a prison here wasn't meant just for tracking. Well, originally it was, but in the release version, it wasn't. Because in the original version they had to cut out not just Marco's yard, but the summer camp where Milton was supposed to be, they changed it up during development so that Pike and Marco were encountered in the prison alongside Dr. Petrakian. And a file also represented that. So in the remaster, though, they did edit the file to say that they were in their own separate areas, and Petrakian is the only one in the prison. Which makes a lot more sense, in a way, but it also meant that they had to do something to kind of accommodate the change of story and location. I think a lot of you corpses don't want to go. Yep, I knew this was gonna happen. Wish there was still a shotgun here. Alrighty. I have opened the window. These guys aren't that difficult to take out.
Will I get over it? No. But life goes on.
Yeah, I mean, clearly I've gotten over the fact that they changed the original and the remaster because, well, now we have two versions of a game that's actually decent. We got the original one, which is the original version, which is decent, but now we have the remaster, which is essentially the version it was meant to be. Interestingly enough, now we're on the topic of horror games. Since Shadow Man is meant to be a horror game, there has been one that I've been thinking about playing for a little while on stream, and that's System Shock 2. I think that might be worth giving a go on stream once or twice. I wanted to wait until the Enhanced Edition comes out, but without there being any news recently about it, it's hard to tell when it'll come out. I do know this though, Night Dive is still actively developing System Shock 2 Enhanced Edition. They're just very selective when they want to show anything. But what we do know about Enhanced Edition is that's going to have better co-op, enhanced visuals, and a standalone VR version. I think it's standalone, otherwise I think it's optional. As far as I know, there's going to be a VR version of it, and it's not a mandatory version. If you don't want to play it in VR, you don't have to. Which is fine by me. I mean, System Shock 2 doesn't rely very much on platforming. There's no real reason it couldn't be VR and, you know, not have to cause someone motion sickness. Speaking of VR, I'm still trying to figure out how to fix the audio issue on stream, so that way, when I use the VR set, it won't echo. Because there are some VR games I do want to play for stream.
Hey, Dandy Dick! You missed!
Fox, next time you stream, I'm going to put the fear turkey on your ass.
You've reached your limit on talking.
Shut the fuck up. I'm surprised they didn't put the full quote on there. The only other thing about System Shock 2 that I know would probably discomfort a lot of people is, well, if anything else, spiders. Yes, because it's not a horror game without some form of fucking spider. Oh fuck, another one. Another one. There we go. That wasn't so bad. Those dual violators really do a number on that thing. The only downside is I'm needing help. Actually, this area right here, this is where you would actually fight Marco in the original version.
You lost the baby. Go find it.
This Attack of the Blurps. Hey, good to see you, Chu. How you doing? You doing alright today? Or should I say tonight? Because it's nighttime. Okay.
Got it. Got it.
And over here was where you would have originally found one of the machine guns. I believe it was the Uzi. Ah, Tarkov.
This should be useful.
There it is. Now we have both submachine guns. Let's see how they work together in tandem. I say that's pretty effective. And yes, that means I got a Mac and I got an MP5. I have a Mac. Now where is the cheese? One thing I like is that you can explore the whole prison in the original and in the remaster. It's just in the original, if you went through Petrakian's route, you would eventually be going through Marco and Milton's areas as well.
There sure is some crazy shit going down here.
Oh, Jabus. Looks like we know what's going on. How these guys are... Ow! That's not allowed, sir. I'm sorry, but you have forfeit your rights to an afterlife. Eesh. For a riot, this place sure seems to be pretty dead. Also, on the N64 version, I think the Dreamcast version, the uniforms that the inmates are wearing are orange, not blue. So they're easier to distinguish from the CO. Because this does kind of beg the question, how are these inmates getting their hands on shotguns? I mean, that's kind of obvious with the riot going on that they probably could have weeded them from COs. But don't you do it, man. Don't you do it. Oh, God. What's new for any of y'all? Anything new going on? Anything at all? Anything at all? There we are. I'll come back to life here. And already been here. I just love that whenever you kill them with a shotgun, they just turn into chunky bolognese. Okay. I remember this section. Because in the original version, this is where you encounter Pipe.
Not good.
Yeah, so we're now in Milton Pike's original area. Well, I say original, but his alt where he was in the original release. I don't mind the changes they made with this one. Honestly, I was okay with just the fact that they gave these guys their own areas in general. Brought back 2-cut levels so that way each of the 5 would have their own unique level and, you know, have their own unique individual experience. So out of the 5 levels we've encountered, I would say my favorite has to be the salvage yard in the Mojave, where Marco is. Joke's on you, Fox. I don't main engineer.
I need to open this.
Also, Fox, why are you sending your own sentries after me? And there's the altar leading to the beginning of the level, which I believe would have actually held an accumulator in the original version. Hope y'all enjoyed the above ground portion. What? Oh, of course, this one funny guy with a shotgun. Hold on. Let me deal with that guy. He's trying to be funny, carrying a shotgun all menacingly. Well, guess what? Play on. Now, this would have been a spot where you would have stopped if you were playing as Michael, but honestly... Oh, there are the inmates with the orange jackets. Oh, damn it. There's a whole other level underneath this area. This will lead us straight to Victor.
I need to open this.
Inmates toting shotguns. That's...
There must be a way to open this.
So above ground it was the COs, and now at the bottom level is the inmates. I will admit, I do like this soundtrack. I do like this track for the level. It's a little unsettling, but not bad at all. There we are. That's certainly a room clearer. Makes you wonder though, why would they consciously approach Michael unless they're being controlled? Hopefully the game isn't too loud again. Corrupted. Corrupted. Perhaps someone is taking control of their bodies. According to the lore, it does say that Batrachian does hold some kind of power to do so. You guys just love making things difficult for me, don't y'all? No? Don't you shoot at me! There. How do you get rid of bullets? We'll say though, the Mac and MP5 combo works pretty dang well. Welcome back, puppy. You didn't miss too much. And not much. I was just talking about the idea that Batrachian may be the reason why a lot of heads are rolling right now. And I asked if the audio was still too loud, or the game volume was still too loud. Wow. I love doing that.
Dr. Victor Batrachian is the mastermind behind the three-day-old siege at Gardel.
Oh.
There must be something around
Oh, jeez, I'm able to kick the head.
be useful.
Hey, a shotgun. We've now found our second shotgun.
Got it.
It's a pump action this time.
Uh-oh.
A devastating two-hit combo, if you ask me. This does mean we're using up to 3 shells per shot, but I believe the damage that they both do is the same. Maybe a double barrel might be doing a little bit more damage for the expenditure. But in the original version, there was no double barrel. There was only another pump action.
This should
Ah, there's the final accumulator. So now we have all 5 of them. Not that we really need all 5 accumulators, we only needed really 3 just to get the Violator. But the additional ones that we can get do help. Now they're just exploding on me.
got it.
Now, with both shotguns, we're able to carry a maximum of 99 shells instead of the usual 50. Just 1. Manfred, he sure loves talking about himself, doesn't he? I say Batrachian's full of himself. What do you think? Speaking of Batrachian,
Open this.
there's the bastard. We just need to open the gate. We can find a way to open the gate and get to him. Oh man, Fox, I wish I had Dr. Pepper on me right now. I'm jealous. I'm jealous that you have a Dr. Pepper. Whew. Pardon me on that one. Thank you. So, Puppy, Fox, how do you think we should take on Batrachian? Because I know the last blow will be dealt by the Shadow Gun, I'm just kind of wondering, what weapons at our disposal should we use on him? Should we use dual shotguns, dual SMGs, dual violators, calabash, or any voodoo weapon? What do y'all think? One vote for the voodoo weapons. What do you think, Fox? What weapon do you think is appropriate to take on the mastermind here? Before anyone asks, he is sitting on the electric chair. Like, I'm not kidding. He's literally sitting on an electric chair. His method of execution has become his throne. Give a shocking surprise, huh? I think I know exactly what to do.
Good afternoon. May I help you? What I meant to say was, is there something I can do for you?
Yeah, there's something you can do for me.
And what is that, pray tell?
You can get the hell out of my way.
Ah, I'm afraid that won't be possible.
Hey, anything's possible, Doc. You, above all people, should know that. I'm sorry. Did I call you people? My mistake. You aren't a person at all, are you? Are you?
Don't tell me you're expecting some kind of answer to your rhetorical question.
Oh yeah, I know all about you, Doc. You think you're so smart. Look at you. So smug in your self-belief. The hero at the heart of your own pathetic power fantasy. But really, you're a little baby girl, aren't you? Deep inside, shivering inside, pissing your frilly little panties.
Oh, come now.
A squealing, puking, hairless puppy inside.
Now you're mixing metaphors.
So move out of my way, puppy dog. I won't ask you again.
I will not move out of your way. I will not. Do you know who I am? Do you?
You're a little puppy dog.
Don't call me that. I am Dr. Death. I am the Lizard King. Can't you see what I've accomplished here? I have brought his kingdom to Earth. I am the leader of the Five. You should fear me. Fear me.
I pity you.
That
Shot
wasn't
me.
very nice, now was it? For I shall sit at the right hand of the Lord. Did you know that? For we are many. Were you aware of that? You ant, you piece of excrement, you nothing. And now, apocalypse. The end of all things. Your voodoo harlot was correct, Michael dear. The end is nigh. And it's sooner than you think.
Okay, time to shut this bastard up once and for all. Wow! Okay then, he managed to actually endure that.
So long, puppy dog.
Well, that was Dr. Victor Petrakian. The calabash really took away the majority of his health.
This should be useful.
One more prism.
Those are mine.
So, that was the 5. Wasn't that difficult, really. I think the most difficult one we had to deal with was Mark's, and that was only because he just loves to jump out at you out of nowhere. Now, for this game, you could have really picked any order to take on the 5. I just usually save Dr. Batrachian for last because, well, he is the leader, and let's be honest here, I did like that cutscene a lot. All that trash talk. For some reason, they always hide Kato and stuff behind the gate. But there we go, we kind of took him out with both a voodoo weapon and a projectile weapon. I will admit, though, out of all the 5, the one I felt was the most disappointing was Jack, honestly. Because you would think that for being the architect of the asylum and all of the stuff that we have to go through, you would think that Jack would have a more interesting fight. But no, not really. Plus, his level wasn't really that interesting. It was just literally fighting Jack underneath the sewers of London. It's not really that interesting. But definitely, Marco, in my opinion, was the favorite. And it was kind of fitting fighting him in basically a giant-ass disco floor. Ah, but you forget, Fox, Dr. Batrachian wasn't a person at all.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
Oh, definitely. So now that we've destroyed Dr. Batrachian, there is no more of the 5 to deal with, and this is the last of the engine block cells that we have to go through before needing to go through the main entrance. The main entrance is all the way back in the cageways, of course, which we still have to warp to. I think I may have pissed them off a little too early, but oh jeez. I almost died there. 8, 9. If I had to pick any level among the ones that we've played through that I have to pick a favorite for, like I said, it's either between the Salvage Yard and the Marcher Temple. I will admit though, the Asylum levels are very hit or miss. Like the gateway is especially the shit, is that jump? Especially the way Night Dive reimagined the Asylum gateways, it was really interesting. But I wouldn't say it's a level I would honestly remember too well. The cageways ain't that interesting either. It's kind of dull and bland. The playrooms, outside of the unsettling music, I think the playroom is not the worst, but it ain't the best. The lava ducts, not the greatest either. It's a little too confusing to navigate through. And the Undercity, fogometers, it's dark. That's really all there is to it. It's dark. I've already said that a lot of the 5 levels aren't the greatest, but they're still fun. Like I said, London was kind of the worst of them. New York, where Avery Marks was, good god. A good level, although he's a major bullet sponge before you actually face off with him, and I'll be back in this area. The summer camp is a really good level. Very atmospheric. Gives me a little bit of Apocalypse Now vibe, so. The prison, I think the prison did a very good job. Then there's the Cathedral of Pain, which it's yeah, Fox. That's where we killed Avery Marks. You know, the Ed Gein wannabe. The Cathedral of Pain is serviceable as a boss hub, but other than that, there's not much else going for it. The Experimentation Room is honestly a decent new level to introduce. I honestly felt it was alright. Wait, this? Really? Really? Two spots leading to the same area. Okay. The Deadside levels aren't that bad. I know the temples are all unique. A similar theme in all of them, but different layouts to give them a lot of distinction. And the Temple of Life is the only one that really isn't associated, but it's still fun to play through. Oh jeez. How did you get out of your cell? Get back in your cell. Stop resisting. Stop resisting. Now why did you go and make me do that, huh? Why did you make me go and do that?
Yes.
Now don't you think that was kind of rude of them? I told them to get back in their cell and they didn't. Instead they started shooting at me. Now don't you think that was impolite of them? They ain't resisting now. I don't know what that surgeon thought was so funny. Ah. Looks like my ride is here. That was kind of rude to just barge in. For the month of September, I'm kind of, or for my next stream after this game, fill it in. I'm wondering what to stream after this. Because now that because this might be the last Shadow Man stream, I'm kind of wondering what can I do on Mondays to replace it. Ah, there's one. Doctors! Doctors, it's an emergency! You both are dead! Let's go, meat sack.
Hooray! I'm useful.
Fox, you're always useful.
Yes, the dark souls are mine. Got it.
Yes, here is Batrachian. Now then, where is your number, Victor? 6. Two, 4, 5. There we are. I'm wondering why 5 is still active. We just got 4 Dark Souls to get here. Oh yes, I'm closing in on my prey. Before I forget, let me double check all the 5 levels just to make sure that I know I've gotten all of them. Because I got Milton's, I got the Trakians. Let me check Queens. I just realized that means this just extended the run a little bit. Avery, you're dead. You should stop talking. Also, I like to point out that the buttons for each of the floors are on the bottom, not on the center. There. Damn it! Yes, thank you, Michael. You basically just said what I was thinking.
I've come for your pickle.
I don't even have pickles. I don't even like pickles. And Fox is not Halloween yet. I'm still deciding what I want to do for a Halloween stream. I'm just hoping Clock Tower Rewind would just come out already. But Limited Run Games really doesn't want to give information on that. Thankfully, with Avery already out of the picture, we won't have to worry about him ambushing us.
This is a bucket. Dear God. There's more. No.
And Fox, what are you planning to do with this bucket? Tell me. No, better yet, why don't you tell everyone what you're planning to do with the bucket? I would like to know. They would like to know. Teleport bread. Is that really what you're gonna be doing with a bucket? Honestly, Fox, that wouldn't be the most outlandish thing.
What? You told me to.
How much?
I have done nothing but teleport bread for 3 days.
Fox, if I ever hear that you've managed to unlock teleportation and your first thing to do with it is teleport bread, I genuinely would not be surprised at all. Teleporting bread for 3 days. What if you had to eat the whole time with bread? Rick's last voice acting role? Oh, the dude who voiced Rick in Rick and Morty? Or what? Oh no, the soldier's voice actor. Right? Yeah. Man, that dude was awesome. And the fact they actually made it his memory to have him have the soldier's lore be it so that he's actually very close friends with the Devil Man, is touching. Okay, Avery's is down. There's no mention of... Okay. The two likely candidates then are either Jack or Marco. To London we go then. Interesting. Down. Down, Cujo. I said down. Get down. Hey. Now why y'all gonna make me do that, yeah? I heard they were continuing it, but I have no confirmation. Or I don't have anything to really confirm that. So there might very well be a continuation in the works, so I say keep being hopeful, Fox. Stay hopeful. You very may well get it before you realize it. And from that day forward, anytime a bunch of animals are together in one place, it's called a zoo! Unless it's a farm. Plastic soldier lines. Nope. 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 I managed to defy the laws of gravity there. Nope. I am not getting my ass chewed.
Ooh, I've never hunted down a leprechaun before. Do you think if I shoot them with my gun, Lucky Charms will explode everywhere?
I hope. So far, I'm getting out of these guys are chunks of blood. Man, I hadn't had Lucky Charms in so long. Fox, now you're making me want Lucky Charms. I got mini wheats though. And I have Crave cereal. Just... I need to go to the store and pick up some milk though. Eesh. I forgot just how elaborate Jack keeps his hiding place. Get back, hounds of hell. Damn it. There. You know, Fox, I just realized, since it's public domain, how come you haven't put the Moonlight Sonata in one of your streams? 'Cause I know you enjoy using public domain stuff. And here we are back in Jack's arena. Don't Taco Bell me. I don't even like Taco Bell at this point. Lately, they've been putting rice in all the burritos I order, even though I specifically asked them not to put rice in the burritos. And is it really that hard to ask for a beef and cheddar potato burrito without putting beans in it? Beans, rice, or lettuce, or sour cream. It's like, geez. It's like, why is this so hot? And then they don't even serve it to you. Don't even serve it hot. It's like ice cold. That is why I don't order Taco Bell anymore. Okay, so here's an interesting question for y'all. For those of y'all who eat fast food, what's your favorite fast food place to order from? Oh yeah. It's gotten very hard to pick lately. One, because the price of everything has been jacked up, and two, a lot of the places that used to go to a lot for fast food, their quality just took a massive dump. Though some places I wouldn't be surprised to take a dump in the food. I apologize if anyone was eating. Yeah.
Got it.
I will tell you one thing, one fast food place I haven't been to in a long time is Burger King. And that's really because they're expensive, like $3 for a large Dr. Pepper. When they used to be $1 at McDonald's, now I don't know how much they are right now at McDonald's. Nowhere near the $3 that Burger King had them on. And then their fries aren't really that great. I can tell you one place I don't really go to anymore, or at least I don't want to go to if I can help it, KFC. KFC's chicken has gotten a little too greasy. And I honestly prefer the taste of Popeye's chicken more than KFC's chicken. And Popeye's biscuits taste a whole lot better too. Never tried Chipotle's or Panera Bread. Although Panera Bread I think is more of a cafe. Okay, Jack's is shut down. Let me check the Mojave then. Maybe I didn't do Marco's. if that's the case, then it would be fitting, because Marco's is always a freaking trip. Oh yeah, it plays a theme when Marco is dead. That's when Marco is dead. Hold on. I kind of like to think that this was Marco's last mixtape that he made before fighting Michael, and he had it set to play whenever he died. So now that we killed him, it's playing all throughout the yard. Would make sense given how Marco is. He used to be a DJ. And here we are, back in the dance floor. Oh. How did I miss that Kato?
There must be something around here.
What? I've never explored Marco's. Definitely getting rusty. I'm glad I decided to check. So, we're now exploring Marco's asylum or engine level. That's oh, how did I miss this? Now we've used up all 5 prisons. almighty. I hear a true form. Oh, you made a huge mistake. Someone should never have let you out of your cage.
Yes, the dark souls
Are mine. Ugh. And another one wakes up. Is that the sound of someone wanted me to kick their ass? There we are.
Yes, the dark souls.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
Two more Dark Souls, and that's it for the engine block. Can we also just say that there's only been one time throughout the entire show that Hank Hill actually kicked somebody's ass? Okay, what number are you, Marco? 5. Uh, 5. 153. There we go. Only one piston remains. Now, the last two Dark Souls in the engine block are in this section, or in the main entrance. Because we've been exploring the areas that you can access in the 5, but there's another way to get to the engine block proper. And I accidentally showed it off earlier, but This is the way to it. Onward to adventure. What's up? Ultron?
Luke, is that you, bro?
This way, Mikey.
Luke,
Come on, Slowpoke.
Luke? Luke? Our soul. Wait a minute. Something isn't adding up here. None of this.
Help me, Mikey.
Luke!
You gotta help me, Mikey. They're gonna hurt me.
It's okay, Luke. I'm here now. Stay there. I'm coming to get you.
I'm real scared, Mikey. You gotta help me. Please.
Luke, come back. Luke!
What? How could that be? I know this is Deadside, but there's no way. Wait, Michael's brother is there. Wait a minute. Come to think of it, that was something Marco said. Luke has the best seat in the house. The split lip needs the big old engine. In the comics, it does explain that, like the rest of his like the rest of Michael's family, Luke was killed in a gang drive-by after Michael spent the $20,000 they were trying to get from a hit. And yeah, obviously Mike feels very remorseful about it. And it actually does show in the comic books him coming to terms with his mistake. He still regrets it completely, and he wishes he didn't make the mistake. But, oh, you fucking bastard. God damn it, surgeon! So, come on out. Poke your head out. Poke your head out, goddamn you. Oh, now you don't want to poke your head out. Yeah. There. And he never pokes out until you're right there. And he starts shooting at you. What? Can't be, though. Where are the other Dark Souls? I think I know where the other two are. I know one thing, Fox. Something doesn't smell right. It ain't me. Before we make any more progress, there is one more area I do want to showcase. Because if the last two are beyond the Dark Engine, then that would explain why I haven't encountered them yet. We're back in Louisiana one last time. Oh, this is gonna be close. Really? Only one got hit?
There must be something down here.
What's under here?
Excellent.
Ah, Dark Soul. How cheeky of Nettie to leave it here.
Dark souls are mine.
So that's the last Dark Soul in Louisiana. Find 2 Dark Souls.
Please, Mikey.
Luke!
It's bad, Mikey. Real bad. They're gonna kill me if they catch me.
Luke, don't move. Stay there. I'm coming to get you. Jesus, Luke, no! Got it.
Wow, Luke is really pushing it, isn't he? Where are the other 2 Dark Souls? That's... Now I'm really starting to wonder where the other ones are. Oh yeah, Michael's voice actor, Red Pepper, really gives it his all throughout the game. There's a couple of things I'm going to do over here. I think there weren't any Dark Souls other than the one we found at the engine the first one. It has to be where one of the others that the 5 are located in. Which one, I don't know.
These gifts I give to thee, O gracious Loa, O generous Loa, a spiritual trade for life beyond. Ah, the life force burns so strong within me. These gifts I give to thee, O gracious Loa, O generous Loa, a spiritual trade for life beyond. The life force fills me with its savage fire.
Okay, Michael, don't get too excited.
These gifts I give to thee, O gracious Loa, O generous Loa, a spiritual trade for life beyond. The life force surges like wildfire through my veins.
Okay, that's all of them. So now we have a full health bar. Let me open the coffin gate. Oh, dang it, I did not mean to go back to New York. Let me go back to Texas and let me go through Batrachian's level again, see if there's any true forms I missed. Because if it's not Batrachian, it has to be Pike. Or it could be Marcos. But I don't get it. Where could the other two be?
Dr. Victor Batrachian is the mastermind behind the three-day-old siege at Gardell County Penitentiary. Batrachian, who has been on death row for the past 2 years, convicted in 1996 for the murder of 15 people, has become something of a celebrity in artistic circles with his paintings and what he terms his asylum.
We're gonna get to the bottom of this. Hey, where are you going, pal? I never really had this much trouble finding all of the Dark Souls in the engine block. It's usually somewhere like the Lava Ducts, or any of the Fire Temples that would have the most trouble getting the Dark Souls. To be fair, Batrachian's is among one of the most sprawling of the engine block levels. So it could be I missed it in Batrachian's case. Now, as I said, you don't really have to get all 120 Dark Souls to beat the game. You really just need to get up to level 9 in Shadow Power, and then you can beat it, but just for the sake of completion, we're gonna get all 120. Ignore it. The voice will go away. Ignore the voice and it will go away. Down here. Let's see. Where? Oh. gonna be bothering the fuck out of me until I can figure out where. Wait. I swear, if it's behind that door... I will admit, I should have paid attention. That's on me for not paying enough attention, but at the same time, who would think to look behind the... But, that's okay. That's okay. This is fine. This is fine. We're at level 10 now. And with that newfound level, we're going to the Mirror Gates. Because there's one more coffin door we can open. I know at the Fogometers there is another one to open, but let's visit John T.
What's up, Michael? You look like you've seen a ghost. Which I suppose is understandable, considering where we are.
Luke was in the asylum, Jaunty. He was calling out for me. I don't know, but maybe I was just imagining it.
You know, as the bird said, there are more things in heaven and Deadside than are dreamt of in your philosophy.
Shakespeare said that?
Well, not exactly, but near enough.
I need to find out whether Luke's in there, and why.
You do that, Michael. I wish I could help, honest I do, but, well, you know how it is.
Yeah, you're a...
Mikey, what's up? You're looking more peaked than you usually do.
It's Nettie. She's fallen into a coma.
I'm not surprised. She was always one for more than a drop of the hard stuff. Never knows when to stop. I tell you, she used to go like the clappers down the old White Horse Inn.
Jaunty, will you listen? The prophecy is coming true. Nettie used L'Eclipse Aid to give me my shadow powers when confronting the Five. Now the shadow has fallen, and the prophecy is about to be fulfilled. It seems to me that everything I do just brings us nearer to apocalypse, to the end of all things.
Will you get a bloody grip in yourself, Michael? Nettie may be something of a head case, but she knows what she's doing. She knew this would happen. It's supposed to happen. Can't you see that? That's the thing about prophecies. They have a habit of coming true.
All right. But it seems to me that somehow I'm responsible for everything that's happening. Maybe I should just get out now before it's too late.
I never saw you as a giver up, Michael. And even if we are in a situation of damned if we do and damned if we don't, it's always better to go out fighting. Get as many of them dark souls as you can, build up your shadow powers till you're positively bursting with them, and then go and kick the arse of whatever's behind this. I really can't give you any more advice than that.
Once again, Jaunty, I find myself in your debt. Your advice is sound. I shall do as you say.
And look, if it all goes belly up, you can come back here and kick me arse from here to Hades.
And if it doesn't, and we win the day, I'll be buying you that drink. Even if you are an annoying, half-witted, skull-headed snake.
Ah, flattery'll get you everywhere, Shadow Man. Now be off with you.
I really like that. Yep. But that is interesting because that was essentially what Descartes said. Remember that book that we picked up when we first encountered the Path of Shadow? Also, don't mind me mowing down the Deadsiders here. Because when you look at the prophecy here, it does describe the build-up to all of it. And then, but it's interesting because here it says he fell to the Five during the light of day. The prophecies saying about the eclipse, and then Legion taking the power of the Dark Souls unto him, and then the end. So it seems to me that according to the prophecy, things are not really meant to turn out well. Got a full shadow meter, a full voodoo meter, a full health meter, and we're about to see what's behind this coffin gate.
I am the Lord of Deadside.
You've come a long way to saying that at level 0, Mike. Now, you can proudly say it.
Oh, yeah.
What the hell?
This should be useful.
The Book of Shadows. Now as you come to Journey's End, please accept this gift, dear friend. The Book of Shadows. A small token, words of thanks softly spoken, for playing through our little story and taking Mike to his dark glory. And so to you we do present works of art, words of intent, to give credit where it is due, and to those who brought this tale to you. But before you go, please think again. This game is not the world of men. True horror lies outside your door, in torture, murder, and war. Outside the horror will persist, for Shadow Man do not exist, and killers, too, are not so slick. Just sad, pathetic, weak, and sick. But thanks to you again, dear friend, this tale of Shadow Man must end. Perhaps one day we'll meet once more, when comes Asmodeus' dark spore. Interesting. So that's kind of setting up the plot for a sequel. And of course, this basically is a bunch of concept art throughout the game. This was in the original as well, which gives about the same amount of content, I believe. I believe that's Jack's comic book rendition. Really interesting. What the hell? Oh yeah, this was in the original too, where you can kind of see a lot of the Deadside enemies and creatures and some of the bosses. And you can even see Yort on the far left there. Some of this looks like they come out of a Hellraiser movie, to be honest with you. That's... Imagine seeing that enemy in game. A piece on stilts. Okay, that just looks like Abe from Abe's Odyssey, from Oddworld. Oh yeah, it's really interesting. Because it really does show you just how much stuff was in this game during development. And you even saw there were some spots that looked like they were taken straight from the comic book. Alright, everyone. Time to go back. Find a secret. Time to go back. Return to the engine block. Finish what we started. So, everyone, ready to finish this? Back here, Luke. Here you are.
Luke, there you are. What you doing running away like that? Luke, speak to me, kid.
Hiya, Mikey. Glad you could make it. I've been waiting for you. I was scared they were gonna catch me, that you weren't gonna come get me.
Here, Luke. You should have known I'd always be there for you, bro.
They were bad
Giving him
things
the teddy bear?
Better than the boogeyman. They did stuff to me. Stuff I don't want to think about.
Oh, God. I'm sorry, Luke.
Hey, you want to hear a joke, Mikey?
Sure.
Luke, what was with your
Once
voice?
upon a time, there was a murderer and his victim walking hand in hand towards some deep, dark woods. The victim squeezes the murderer's hand real tight and says, looking up pleadingly with his big brown eyes, "I'm really scared, mister, of the deep, dark woods."
What's with your voice?
Luke, what the hell?
He sighs and he says, "You're scared? How the hell do you think I feel? I'm gonna be walking back through them on my own."
Get out of there!
Pretty funny, hey, Mikey. Pretty goddamn amusing, don't you think?
You ain't Luke. You ain't my brother.
Congratulations! You win the booby prize. It was never your brother. Just a little insurance to get you here. Really, Michael, you must learn to let the dead rest in peace.
Who are you?
And he asked him, "What is thy name?" And he replied, "My name is Legion, for we are many." And you, Shadow Man, are Legion also. The souls of the many fill your vitals to bursting.
To hell with this obscure shit. I don't need it. All I need to know is that I'm gonna take you down.
You really don't get it, do you? You're even more of a posturing fool than I first believed. When I came up with my grand and incredibly brilliant plan, which you will know as the prophecy, all those years ago...
What? You created the prophecy?
Of course I did, you pillock. Surely you didn't believe all that bollocks about the old gods imparting the knowledge to the ancients. The only god back then was me. It was I who spoke to the ancients in their dreams and planted the seed for my triumphant return. Of course, all those years ago I couldn't have hoped for a more willing puppet. Luckily, the puppet is you, Michael Leroy. And of course, now that you have so kindly presented poor Lukey with his teddy bear, it is impossible for you to leave.
You bastard!
Thank you. I suppose you've read Les Cartes, for it is written, "And Legion took the power of the Dark Souls unto him." I knew that the Dark Souls would be difficult to get, and I needed someone to bring them to me. And here you are, replete
with their immortal power. A power I require to energize my dark engine and project my armies across the veil
You've reached
to
your
live
limit
side.
on talking.
As it was in the beginning, is now, and forever shall be.
It isn't over yet.
Oh, I think it is, Michael. Well and truly over. We spoke the word to Pike, Batrachian, Cruz, and the others, so that they might open the way. We whispered sweet nothings into Nettie's ear as she lay sleeping, and she sent you to us, like the proverbial lamb to the slaughter man.
The power is within you, Shadow Man. The power to unleash the apocalypse upon your peasant little world.
The throne awaits you, Michael Leroy. You are the fuel for a great engine, as it was in the beginning, is now, and forever shall be. Amen to that!
Oh, hell no. If we go anywhere near that chair, or if we fall prey to Legion, it's game over. Bad end. Oh god, why are you playing the Playroom thing?
Get up! Get up, you bastard!
Alas, it would appear that I am done for.
You didn't reckon on the fact that the dark souls I now possess would give me even greater power. Power enough to take you down.
You might think that. But unfortunately, and once again, you are woefully mistaken.
What the? Jesus!
Now you will die!
And of course he looks like a giant-ass Dark Soul, because of course he does. So... Legion. Just keep firing the Violators and you should be good. Oh, wait a minute.
This was the one flaw in your plan, Legion. The dark souls have given me the power to defeat you. I've read my prophecy. And Legion shall take the dark souls unto him. Well, here they are.
Well, Legion got what he wanted.
I think it's time to make a fast exit.
The only downside is it cost him his life.
My God, the lad's got him bloody done it. Looks like you owe me that drink, Michael.
I am the Lord of Deadside, walker between the worlds, immortal voodoo warrior. As a god, I stamp upon the writhing face of the Deadside serpent. Weapon in my hand, the arcing death blow. The horror. I embrace it.
Beautiful. That is why you choose your wording for your prophecies very carefully. That, my friends, is Shadow Man. Now that's it for the main game. However, there are a couple of other things that I could show, but I'm not sure if there would be enough substance for its own separate stream. Because of course there's secret hunting, which that will take a long time, and then there's collecting the last 116 Kato, which I would have to look up a guide for, and honestly, at this point, at the time that you're able to actually collect it, you really don't need it. I mean, it's a nice little secret to have, but it's not, you know, something worth getting. Unless you're doing a horror or New Game Plus run, which I believe you can only do through the new difficulty saying the Night Dive brought in, the horror. Greetings, Speaker of Forever Light. It doesn't have fishing. Honestly, though, this game was even back in the 90s. This game was a real classic. Acclaim really put their all in this one, and they based it off a really good comic series that really works for this this kind of genre. The music was fantastic. I mean, Tim Haywood really knocked it out of the park here. Red Pepper, the voice of Shadow Man, was the star of it, yeah, more than anything else. Marco and Milton were both really hilarious. Dr. Batrakian was a trip. And Avery and Jack weren't the most interesting. And in case y'all were wondering, Guy Miller is the guy who voiced Legion. Red Pepper, he did go on to voice Michael in the second game, but nowadays he's a musician. I would honestly check out his works if y'all can. And that deep voice he has when playing as Michael. I have not actually read the Valiant comics, so I can't really say how I can't really say for myself how Jack Boniface is in the Valiant comics. I do know the version that's in the new version, which wasn't that bad. Wasn't the best, but certainly could have been done worse. That's another thing I did like about this game. It did mention Maxim St. James, who was also in the Valiant comics. Because in the Valiant comics there were two Shadow Men, Jack Boniface and Maxim St. James. Then in the Acclaim comics they brought in Michael Awa, with a cameo from Jack Boniface, which, yeah, they did kind of show Mike beating his ass, kind of treating him like a puppet. Yeah, that was... When I read that, I'm like, okay, that's kind of funny knowing Jack's character, but at the same time, they could have done a better job with that. Of course, it could have been done as a joke, but at the same time, eh. Of course, one of the best characters in this game was Jaunty for me. Just that smart-ass wisecrack of his is just kind of funny. Probably. But then again, you could kind of consider Michael Awa a superhero of sorts, because of the fact that, well, the Mask of Shadows does give him powers. We've unlocked quite a few secrets here. Maybe at some point I will play the horror difficulty, but that, I don't know, that's gonna be a while of preparation, and if I'm gonna do that, I'm going to need a lot of alcohol. Yeah, I've noticed that too. I actually remember in the comics, at one point, Michael had the Mask of Shadows ripped off his chest. And yet, somehow, he still comes back, even without the Mask of Shadows in his chest. But I think that was a perfect end to a really nice game. I think I'm gonna end it here. I know I'm sorry that I couldn't really showcase more of it, but if y'all are interested, I really do recommend getting this game. The remaster is on the PlayStation systems, the Xbox consoles, the Switch, and PC. And if y'all ever want to track down a copy of the original version is on the N64, PlayStation 1, Dreamcast, and PC. Although, tracking down a copy of the PC version is going to be difficult because it's now delisted on Good Old Games and Steam. I mean, I get why, but at the same time... Yeah, I have read a lot of the newer comics, and I did like it, to be honest with you. The new version of Jack kind of came off as a mixture of Michael Lewa and Joshua Fireseed from the Turok comics, because he's a bit of a misfit, and he doesn't really want the job given to him. But as time goes on, he kind of learns to come to terms with and accept his role as Shadow Man. And Baron Samedi does act as a decent Jaunty replacement. And I think there is a version of Jaunty in the newer comics, but I never really liked that version of Jaunty. Yes, Dark Legacy. I'm hoping to get more information about that, though from what I heard, the company working on it does not have a lot of confidence. It seems I don't really have anyone to really, raid. Oh well. But I do appreciate everyone for joining me. Tomorrow cautious optimism is where I'm gonna stand as well, because they say that it's gonna play like the older games, but the fact that one of the inspirations is Bloodborne, I'm gonna be honest, that does not create any confidence in me, because I'm not even a fan of the Souls-like games to begin with. But with that, I do appreciate every single one of you for joining me. Like I said, we're almost at 60 followers. I'm really excited about that. Tomorrow, I'll have to speak with nothing, but if all is well, tomorrow should be more Diablo, and we finish off Diablo 2 Resurrected. If not, I'll think of something. Now, I'm gonna have to think of a game to do for Mondays, but until next time, everyone, I am Turok, and I will see you all next time. Have a good evening.